The Danny's World Easter event has officially been released. There are so many players enjoying the event. At the moment of recording this video, there are 186,000 players online. That is so many. Let's start off with Bassie in the shop. Bassie now has her own gossip, and you can read through so many interesting gossips to do with other tunes. Some of them are quite fascinating. As you can see, Dandy has an Easter skin. He's got bunny ears and some shorts. And Dial has an Easter skin too. Look at his outfit. It's super cool. You can also access Dandy's Easter skin in RP mode. As you can see, you can get a close-up. You can also access Dial's Easter skin in RP mode, as you can see, and we have a nice close-up as well. In Bassie's shop, we have a bunch of new skins for lots of tunes, and Quell did mention that there will be more skins coming throughout the Easter event, so make sure you stock up on Easter baskets because there's going to be plenty more skins to come. Quell even said that there will be an Easter skin for every tune, so that's going to be a lot of baskets you need to acquire. We also have some new Easter stickers. As you can see, we have an Eggson sticker, a Bassie sticker, a Coco sticker, and a Flight sticker. They all cost 250 baskets each, and this Bassie sticker is very helpful to let your teammates know that you can't pick up any more items. That's great for communication. If you haven't realized, we have a calendar on the right hand side. As you can see, we have a calendar which will start on the 25th of March, and you will be able to complete days and collect eggs and stickers and eventually a Bassie skin. Just like the Christmas event, we also have a calendar where you can complete quests for certain tunes. For example, this Eggson quest is just like the Christmas event quests. You play as Eggson, and once you complete all of the tasks, you can unlock this golden Eggson skin. There's one for Flight as well, and in 6 days, you'll be able to unlock quests for Bassie and Coco. If you haven't noticed, there is a new medal in the journal called Egg Hunt, and you need to find all of the eggs in the lobby. So I'm going to show you what the eggs look like. There's an egg in Bassie's shop. As you can see in the bottom left corner, there's an egg, and you can collect that egg, and there are 10 eggs. And as you can see, if you move your mouse towards the egg, you'll be able to click the egg, and there you go, you have one egg. Let's check our journal to see if it has registered. Yes, it has registered the egg. So we need to find 9 more eggs. I will show you another location. Remember, all of the eggs are inside the lobby, so you don't need to go too far to find all of the eggs. There is another egg here. As you can see, all we need to do is click the egg and we acquire the egg. Let's check the journal to make sure we have it. Yes, 2 out of 10. So there are 8 more eggs scattered around. It's not too hard to complete, and you get a medal and a title as well. So that's awesome. Next up, we're going to talk about a new item that has been added to Dandy's World called Dandy Easter Egg. So this is what the item looks like, and it's similar to the Christmas cookie. The effects are use this item to create a pulse that increases the movement speed of tunes around you by 15% for 10 seconds. And you're probably wondering, how do you get this item? This item appears in the elevator next to Dandy's shop, and you will be able to collect the item for free, just like the Christmas cookie. If you haven't noticed, Twisted Bassie is on the Twisted board, meaning Twisted Bassie has an increased chance of spawning on floors in your runs, which is good news if you want to find Twisted Bassie to get Twisted Bassie's research, to buy Bassie, or to unlock Bassie's Trinket. Remember, Twisted Bassie has a guaranteed spawn on floor 20. And speaking of Bassie's Trinket, Whispering Flower, the Trinket has been reworked, completely changed. So previously, Whispering Flower highlighted all items on the map during panic mode for the user with the Trinket equipped. But ever since today's Easter update, Whispering Flower has been reworked reworked into increases stamina regeneration by 15% for every item in your inventory. That is a huge rework, a massive buff. This means that the more items you have in your inventory, the better your stamina regeneration will be. This will be super effective on toons with low stamina like Yatta and GG, and a bunch of other toons as well. If you haven't noticed, in Dial's shop you can buy a new game pass called Springtime Cosmetic Pack, and this is a limited time game pass for the Easter event, and you get 5 skins for the toons Bassie, Exon, Coco, Flight and Flutter. Make sure you buy this skin pack as soon as possible, because after the Easter event the skin pack will be removed from the shop and you will have to wait 1 year to buy it again. For anyone wondering about the poll results for the badge changes, we have the finalized results. So here are the results for Stealth Mission. To complete a floor without being spotted, Stealth Mission will be reduced to Silver. As you can see, reduced to Silver, 1 in the votes. The next poll for Speedrunner, to complete any floor in under 1 minute, Speedrunner will be reduced to Gold. As you can see, Speedrunner 1 in the votes, and Speedrunner will be reduced from Iridescent to Gold. And lastly, the Overtime poll, to beat Dial's floor 25 times, the Overtime badge will be upgraded to Iridescent from Gold. As you can see, upgrade to Iridescent has won in the polls. Quell said, thanks for the input and votes guys, these changes will come sometime in the future. So Quell has not been specific as to when these badges will be changed. Maybe it will happen during the Easter event or maybe after. We'll just have to see. As most of you will know, Twisted Coco has been reworked to be able to jump over obstacles. This Twitter user has a video of Twisted Coco jumping over a huge obstacle. Let's take a look. So Gordy's extracting a machine and Twisted Coco jumps over the bookcases like whoa. That bookcase is huge and Twisted Coco was able to jump over it and attack the Gordy. Twisted Coco is OP. Twisted Coco is scary. I would say that Twisted Coco is scarier than Twisted Bassie. Even though Twisted Bassie can spawn spikes, Twisted Coco is definitely a jump scare Twisted now. After Twisted Coco's rework, a lot of players hope for a nerf to Twisted Coco. This user said, Quell, please make it rare for Twisted Coco to jump over obstacles, like 30% chance or like 1 in 8 chance. I got Coco on floor 3 and I almost got a heart attack. So players are being jump scared by Twisted Coco. Ever since Twisted Coco's rework, Twisted Coco has become one of the most, if not one of the most oppressive Twisteds on the roster. Will the dev team nerf Twisted Coco, or will the dev team leave Twisted Coco as she is? We will have to see in the future, but I think a lot of players also appreciate the challenge. Dandy's World has become so much more challenging with the addition of Twisted Squirm and now Twisted Coco's ability as well to jump over obstacles. Dandy's World is being pushed into a true horror mascot game. Next up, we have this Reddit user who acquired the Golden Flight skin after completing the flight quests, and it took them 5 hours to get the skin. So as soon as the update dropped, they played for 5 hours straight to unlock the skin. That's an awesome achievement, but also, whoa, they were probably the first person to get this skin. And they said, yes, I played Dandy's World after months just for this skin. I was just gonna check the new update, but when I saw Golden Flight skin, well, I decided to get it. And to be honest, the hardest part wasn't the floor 20, it was the find 10 twisted flights. Anyways, this is my favorite in Dandy's World. Thank you, Quell, for the peak design. So this player basically said that the Golden Flight skin was just too good of an opportunity to pass up, and they returned to Dandy's World just for this skin. So the Easter event has brought back lots of OG players back to Dandy's World, and that's awesome to hear that players are returning back to Dandy's World for this event event. I guess a lot of people were a bit worried that the Easter event wouldn't provide anything new because this is the second Easter event. So players were wondering, will there be anything new? Is it worth playing the Easter event again? And I guess the answer is yes, it is worth playing the Easter event again because there are so many awesome new skins, so many reworks to Twisteds and Toons and Trinkets. It does feel like a brand new game. Next up, we're going to talk about a phenomenon that always happens during events, and that is mains spawning on the Dials floor. So we are going through the same thing again for the Easter event. This Redditor said, Bassi on Dials floor, be careful. And as we can see, this Dial floor is on floor 15 and there is a Twisted Bassi on the floor. So the same phenomena is happening again with main spawning on Dial's floor. So be careful selecting Dial's card on a multiple of 5 because you could encounter Twisted Bassi as well and maybe even duplicate Twisteds. Next up, we're going to talk about the new Dandy's World Easter event thumbnail, and this is what it looks like. This Redditor said, why Coco looks so unbothered? And if we take a closer look, it's true that Coco doesn't seem too afraid of Twisted Bassi, even though Twisted Bassi is about to snatch the Coco. And a lot of players have spoken about the Dandy's World thumbnails not making much sense, where the Toons don't look as scared as they should. And in this Easter poster, players feel that Coco should be more afraid in her facial expression, considering that Twisted Bassi is right behind her. Speaking of the Easter poster for Dandy's World, this user said, what's this green bandana on Coco? If we take a closer look, as you can see, Coco's white fluff has like a green hue, and this user's wondering why that is. Is there a reason why part of Coco's skin is green in this poster? Quell replied saying, the strong green of the grass mixed with the lighting techniques used makes it appear greenish, but that's just her white fluff. So it's not a white bandana, it's Coco's white fluff, and it's supposed to be white, but because of the lighting and the grass, it does appear greenish.